Hello everybody and welcome back to another Gran Turismo video. Today we are going to be doing some more multiplayer action. As you can see, I navigate into the sport menu of Gran Turismo. And basically we are going to be doing so first off we're going to be beginning with some online time trial action with our kind of F1 car, you could say. It's going to be hang on, I'll show you the car in a sec. We've got a world record of 1 minute 18.8. So our F1 car obviously is going to be rented. It's going to be our SF19 with a Honda engine. I decided Honda, not Toyota, because why not? And yep, now I've just entered, so here we go. Here we are, here comes our first race. It has quite a long loading time, unfortunately, but that's just the way it is. So here we are, here we go, we are on the loading screen. We're going to have a look at the car settings, take a look at the front and rear tyres. As you can see, BOP applied means balance of performance. We all have the same performance points, same performance power. Here comes the assist settings, so just showing you the braking area, all of that. Sorry for going quite quickly. Now we're looking at the rewards. See the world record there, you get quite a few credits for where you belong. Now, here comes the race. We are braking into that final corner. And this is the final long straight. Gonna get some good power here, as we want a good straight line speed. Now here come on the brakes. I missed the apex, but doesn't matter, and I skid, and it's time to retry. Let's go again. You see, I have to be gentle with the accelerator. And here we go, braking into that first corner. Missing the apex once again. Slightly better exit. Going into that corner. Really strong speed, and here we are braking. Good stuff. Going onto the outside, making that little corner, and now this one I had to brake early. Here I braked far too late, and obviously overshot, which is a little bit unfortunate from my side. Now going into these really rather tricky corners, I'd say. And almost oversteer. Now brake even more for this final corner. Going into the straight, heading to the finish line, we have finally set ourselves a lap, which is what we want. It's a 1 minute 32.1. And here we go on another flying lap. Straight into the first corner, going to brake, and then turn right, make that corner. There we go, good exit. As you can see, we are 3/10 up to our Ghost. And good braking into this corner, fairly fast. Then throttle control. This corner is mainly about throttle control. And then, as you can see, we're 8 tenths up, 9 tenths, almost a second quicker than our previous lap. Not too bad on this corner, could have done better. And we're already 1.3 seconds up. As you can see, next to the speedometer where that blue arrow is. Blue arrow. And then brake early here, so I can make the corner. As you can see, I hit the apex. Then left. And then straight on. For these very tricky corners, which you have to make the apex in order to get a good exit run, and then into the next left. The hard bit, oh there we go, I kind of struggled with that. And then brake again. The hardest bit is the uphill, and then this final corner I could have done better. But 4.5 seconds, I can't complain. This will be a much better lap time. Oh yes, 1:27.5, that is not bad. And now going into that first corner, yeah, not bad, not bad. Getting the exit there, and I spin around. So after a few fails, I decided I was going to make a decent lap. So here we go, we start ahead of the Ghost with the same camera, we brake. Good brake, slightly more momentum into that first corner, and we are ahead by under a tenth, and then finding the perfect time to brake, not bad, not bad, and then into the throttle control. I don't do badly here, and then braking, slightly bad exit, but it will do. We're still over a second ahead. And then here comes the one where we have to brake early. I make the apex. And into the few corners, forthcoming corners. Pretty good. 2 seconds up already to the previous 1:27. Which was the time, 1:27. And now braking. This was a pretty good final corner. This could be a pretty good lap. 20, 21. Looking at the clock now, 22, 23, 24, 25.4. That's what we're talking about. Not bad. Not bad. Obviously we're 6 seconds from world record, but what can you say? That's really not bad at all. And here I am about to begin my final flying lap. So, time starts now. The previous lap was just a poor lap for myself, so I decided to ignore that. Into the first corner, brake late than previously. Apex, then good exit. Making sure I cover as little distance as possible. Then into this corner, braking at the right time this time, and then throttle control. Nice. And then braking here. Better exit. This is on track to be looking pretty good so far. And then through the rights, these fast corners. Brake here, early, just about early, with full braking. Turning left here, then right here. Then right again. And then here we are, uphill, the hard bit. Oh, just about missed the apex there. Oh, and skidding as well. Brake, going right. Final corner, and here we go. As you can see, the blue arrow down below tells us that we are just about ahead of the Ghost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.2, 1:25.2. Really solid. Not only 2 tenths quicker, but these 2 tenths really do matter for the online time trial. Yeah. And then this proved to be final lap. I'm not sure why it says 1:25.371 when I did a 1:25.2. And straight away I've done 31 miles, and there's the workout summary. And here we are, just about to return to the main menu. So up next we are in our Toyota GR Supra race car GT4, and we are going to be doing another daily race in another circuit. This time is Dragon Trail in Croatia. So we're going to begin doing some qualifying. So I pretty like this car. I like all GT4 cars in this game because, well, not only do they handle well, but they're pretty cool as well. Okay, so we are just about to begin our flying lap. Three, two, one, here we go. Time starts now. We're going 134, 135 miles per hour, fast into this first corner, and then brake. Brake, 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 turning left, and right again. And a decent exit. Might as well notice that these cars do not go as fast, and also fast into this corner, and I flip. That was funny. That was really funny. I can't just flipping there. Let's retry. So let's forget about the mishaps and focus on potentially this lap, which could be pretty good. Time starts again now on another flying lap. You could say this is like a flying lap, like an F1. Okay, brake, brake, brake. Left, right again into the chicane. I think the exit speed is very crucial there. And then coming up here, just need to be a bit more careful not to flip the car again. And then brake. I braked a bit early here. And then here I could have gone a bit quicker, but it doesn't matter. I think the way to make sure your car doesn't flip is if you don't go on the curb as much. Okay, brake here. I didn't really need to brake that much, but I did so anyway because I was a bit cautious that I was going to run wide. And then here it's pretty fast. And then it's just a straight down here. We're doing pretty well, we're at the minute mark. And then here we have a tight turn right, little hairpin, and then power, power, power. You can see at the bottom, where, next to where the gear shifts up and down, so the 4, 5, 6. You can see on the right a white bar that goes up and down. That's me putting power on the accelerator. So how much I put my right finger on the R2 button. As you can see, it needs to be careful because I'm on 0 traction control. Don't really want to smash in a qualifying lap. And here we are, final corner, you could say. Requires a lot of effort to control. And obviously, bottom right says 1 minute 52. Our lap time today is going to be slower than that, 1:53. We're going to go again. You can see the ghost there, that's the previous lap. Brake, 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 brake. Go a little bit faster in these corners. And I believe we are ahead of the ghost. Just about, as you can see. Fast right here, and then brake, 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 brake. And unfortunately I was a bit too ambitious there. So and unfortunately, after multiple restarts here and here, I thought it was best to call it a day. So yeah, I didn't improve my lap time. It was a 1 minute 52, not very good at all. Let's see where that puts us. Right, so as you can see, that not very good lap time has put us all the way down in 8th. We'll be racing against some decent drivers, mainly Japanese cars. And before we do so, we are going to warm up, which isn't really warming up, but well, we just went through that car there. So yeah, we'll just be just using the car, more or less. Before the real race begins. There we are, warm-up completed. The race will begin shortly. We'll be facing TT Cup, GTR, mainly R35, RCZ, Megane. They're all GT4 modified cars. So here we are, Dragon Trail Seaside in Croatia for a daily race. So, question is, are we ready? How is this going to pan out? We shall see. It is a rolling start, so we won't be doing a normal grid start. We'll just be rolling, which is ideal, especially the time on 0 traction control. Just waiting for that countdown of 3, 2, 1, and then we'll be good to go. So here we are, let's go. So I'm thinking of sticking behind that car ahead. I'm free from anyone behind, so that's good. So I'm going into this corner, braking, making the apex, and then having a really good exit. I caught up to the car ahead just a little bit. Fast into this corner, then brake. Nice. Nicely done. Then past into these corners as well, as you can see here, making the apex, taking the exit. Someone just span out there with his R35 GT4. Then over here, brake. Unfortunately, I overdid it. I braked a bit late, and as a result, I've had to take the long way into the corner and let the car ahead stretch, probably make a gap. Going into these chicanes, someone spins out, they're hitting each other ahead. It's all judo, the judo of Gran Turismo. Oh, someone span out, another GTR. Sorry mate, but I had to do that. It was in a Genesis Hyundai. I'm not going to get a penalty, I don't think I am. It started ahead. So braking. And then nicely into this corner as well. Taking a nice exit. And back into the straight for lap 2. Two-minute lap. Same thing again. We've gained 3 positions just in that 1 lap. This corner wasn't taken as good. As you can see, the rear right and front right wheels were mid-air. Car behind is catching 4/10 away. Now half a second, so I just need to be a bit cautious here. Next time I do this track, I'm going to consider not putting my finger on the brake. As you can see, I keep losing time. Car behind is going to keep sticking at me. Now, into this corner. I braked early, That allows the car behind to go in front. I let him go. Fair play. You've got to be sportsmanlike. So yeah, just let him ahead and I'll settle for 6th at the moment. And then through these chicanes of death, because it's usually here where you see cars crashing out. If you're wondering, this Supra is mine. I bought it a couple of weeks ago. And brake here. You always have to be patient in that final corner. Into the 3rd lap now. We lost a position from the 2nd lap, but it doesn't really matter. The 2 cars ahead are fighting each other, kind of. Hopefully I can capitalise and get to gain a few tenths on them. And here I went a little bit wide, but didn't really matter. Managed to make the corner as expected. Unfortunately, it did look like they were getting ahead. The race was no longer focused on what was going on behind me. I think that was kind of, they were too far away. I mean, 7 seconds away, that's not good. So, the race was all ahead of me. Here I braked excessively, but cars ahead were fighting, continuing, so I gained a second or 2 on them, which is good. I like having clear track. Enables you to make faster and faster lap times. Then here I decided not to brake as much, and it managed to work pretty well. And then I managed to get to that blue/green Mayhem, Renault Mayhem GR4 ahead of us. Another car spins out. So we're up to 5th now because of that R35 spinning out on the final corner. And now we're gaining on that car ahead of us. And we're also gaining on 3rd and 2nd place as well. 1st place is not in our sights. I like the car though. That must be a custom livery with the green rims on the tyres. Talking about the car ahead. I let him through. I put a little bit of brake so I can let him through. Don't really want to fight with him. And then I managed to overtake another R35, making it to 4th position. So we've, from the beginning of the race, gained 4 positions, which is pretty good. And then going fast through here, the Mayhem goes a little bit wide, which means he needs to brake here. He decides not to and runs wide as well. And I've got a fast pace, so I can quickly overtake him as I just did. And now catching onto that car ahead, which you'll see is not, the driver of that car is not very good. So I go on the outside, give him loads of space on the inside. He decides he's going to hit me. Look at that, dirty driving. That allows the R35 behind me to go through. So at this moment I'm not too mad. I'm just patient because I know I've got a lap after this. The guy ahead spins off, unlucky. And now catching up with this stupid Austrian. Now I was determined to get him out of my sight and overtake him quickly. So final corner we go. Now I'm almost side by side on him. I'm giving him so much space on the right, he's deciding he's going to cut me. What an idiot he is. Now how about if I cut in on the inside here? Okay, he's defending, fair enough. Then I brake. I've got much better braking than he does. Again, leaving him so much space. He's trailing. Okay, fair enough. I'm still third. And it's the final lap, in case you guys haven't noticed yet. Going fast into this corner. Again, I've got much better braking. He's braking far too early. Okay, I hit him here. Not purposefully. But it doesn't really affect him. He's still in second. And then through here. Fairly fast. I'm still I'm only about 2/10 behind him. Now 1/10 side by side, giving him loads of space on the right. He's got loads of space. He decides he's going to hit me. He decides he was just going to hit me, just like that. And because of him, I've hit that barrier. And I'm allowing people behind to overtake. Ridiculous driver, and he doesn't get a penalty for it. These are just examples of people out there racing, think they're big and hard. I'm going to hit him. It's just ridiculous. They need to be off of Gran Turismo. And Gran Turismo needs to modify penalties so that these people do get harsh penalties. Luckily, the two guys ahead crash into each other, so I'm back into third. The guy ahead of me is surely 4 seconds ahead. He's far too far from my grasp before the finish line. This is the final corner. I take it pretty well. And yeah, it looks like we're going to have to finish in third. With a car behind closing down, but I don't think he managed to overtake. So yeah, we started in 8th, finished in 3rd, which is podium. Overall not too bad, but as you can see I'm moving my cursor on a DRB SRC. Stupid Austrian guy with his R35 ramming me into the wall. Stupid. Overall not bad. L. Walter, that's his name. I'll never forget you, mate. But there we are. As you can see, we're going to see the podium. Finished 3rd. Positions gained 5. 14,000 credits. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. So overall, pretty good race. Yeah. Okay, so on to our next daily race. We will be doing daily race A, which as you can see is in a Group 3 car, GT3 car. So we are going to enter with our current car, which I will now change into my brand new M6 GT3 BMW with the livery modified by myself. I'll now change the car settings, racing. I think I need to have racing hard tyres. So I'll now put racing hard tyres on. I was just selecting whether soft and medium were working here. There we are, racing hard, and front tyres and rear tyres both racing hard. So, as you can see in the bottom left, it says created with Film Forth. Unfortunately, they decided to add in a watermark and ask me to pay premium for their no watermark. So just ignore that. But anyways, let's get into qualifying and have some fun with our M6 GT3, which, first impression, is really good. Handles well and has some decent top speed, although it is pretty big, let's be fair. Here we are, and we're shortly going to commence qualifying. We've got ages till the race starts, so off we go. So the track today is the well-known F1 circuit of Catalonia. Oh, I just ran wide here. I think this is my first time doing Catalonia on Gran Turismo. So let's go and make our first flying lap. Main aim is to get at least one lap done, then we can focus on improving that lap time. And it's that bit where I focus, where I just slip up. Anyways, into the first corner, and back out to the second. Going wide. Into this corner now. I braked a bit early here and started to get on the accelerator too quickly. And same thing here again, I just got onto the accelerator too quickly. Because of that, I wasn't satisfied, so I decided I was going to restart. Here I realised I need to brake much more. And then straight, full power here. Well, kind of. Don't really want to skid, do I? Onto the straight, coming down on the run to the first corner. Nice, good on the apex. A little bit of a skid, that might cost me a couple of tenths. And then slowly into this corner. And brake, 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 brake. And holding a good inside line into that corner. And this is the tricky one. This one's probably the hardest corner of the entire circuit. This I had to carefully brake. And now we're on the back straight. And then actually, you know what? I think this is the hardest corner. Here I ran wide. Car's braking is not good enough. So unfortunately, I was a bit slow going through there. Here as well, going wide, which is not ideal at all. Main thing is I needed to set a lap time. And then went wide again. All I've done on this lap time is go wide. So that is not good at all. And fast into the final corner. And there we are. We have a lap time of 1 minute 54.2, which is definitely not good enough. So I can say. Can't find the words. It's not good enough. So we're going to go again. Having a faster inside. Trying hard not to skid. Unfortunately, I'm just that bit slower at the moment. And then here I decided I was going to carefully control. And I was, in fact, 3/100ths quicker. And still going quicker, now a 10th. And this is the hard one. So far we're doing better than the previous lap time. Improvement is always key during qualifying. And then this difficult corner, which I decided to brake early for in order to get some decent momentum. And then here comes the hardest corner of the circuit. This one over here, where I have to brake early. I just have to. I missed the apex, just not by too much, and then managed to get myself 2 or 3 seconds ahead of the ghost because I ran off last lap. Here I managed to stick on the inside, which is what I'm supposed to do. A little bit of a skid, but doesn't matter. And then into these final chicanes. This one's a pretty difficult corner as well. I like Catalonia, it's a good circuit. And I'm fairly used to it. So this lap time will be much better than the previous one. It's 1 minute 50, which is about 4 seconds almost. Later on, I did improve, but only by a couple of tenths. So I went to 150.370, then 198, and now we're going to come to this lap, which will be the final lap before matchmaking begins. So, final qualifying lap, here we go. Decent final exit, let's get some good exit speed. Straight line speed, rather. This livery I did get from the GT Auto shop. Now brake, 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 brake into the first corner. And then second. No skidding this time, which is positive. and going as fast as I can into that really long right-hander. And here comes another long right-hander. Braked early for this one. Wanted to stick as much as possible to the apex and get some good momentum. A little bit of a skid, which is obviously not ideal. And then into this hairpin. Getting a good exit as well. On the run to here, I was still trailing the ghost car, but then previous lap I'd made a mistake here on this corner, enabling me to capitalise and not braking as much onto this final corner. Back straight time. I'm only a few tenths ahead of the ghost car. Here I had to brake just slightly earlier than usual, get onto the apex as I did, get a good exit, and that is perfection with this car. Oh, and then here I skidded a little bit and then held the inside line, which is nice. And then getting into these chicanes here, making sure I wasn't going to make any silly mistakes or anything. And then, as you saw, I'm now ahead of the ghost car. Just by about, we're going to have a 1 minute 50.07. Yeah, and matchmaking's just about to begin. So we'll wait till the matchmaking ends in 10 seconds time. Slowly going to brake and admire the beautiful livery of this car. M Sport badge. Lovely black, blue, red colours of the M. 50 years of M this year, after the M1 first introduced in 1972. So that lap time of 1 minute 50.07 will put us... Hang on. It will put us in second place going to the race, which is really good. We started off 1 minute 54, which would have put us in 7th or 6th, but we improved by 4.5 seconds, and boom, we're second place. The car ahead did a 1:48 as in his 911 RSR. So we're facing a decent other cars: C7, R8, GTR Nismo, WRX, no, BRZ, Genesis, another C7. Yeah, some decent cars in the mix. And a Mercedes AMG GT3. So we're slowly going to warm up. I've got people in the chat saying please be gentle. Not really sure why I'm not going to warm up. Okay, now I am. So off we go. Out of the pit lane. We've got 1 second till the race starts. Warm-up's just completed. And now I just decided I was going to smash my car into the wall. Nothing broke. Don't worry. And we're going to start. I think this was a rolling start. In second place. This looks like it's going to be a really good race. So here we are, starting in our second place. Rolling start. Along with the nice other cars behind me as well. I'm in a lobby of 14, I think. That's the AMG behind me and the 911 ahead of me. And behind the AMG is the C7 Corvette. Now, here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Straight away into the path of the 911 ahead of me so I can get a little bit of a slipstream. Just watching the car behind in case I'm creating a trail. Now I needed a very good braking into the inside. The car ahead misses the inside. that I'm in a good position into the third corner. Taking it as being as patient as possible. That first place is surely enough. And braking, holding the inside line like he does as well, except that I'm holding more of the inside line than he is, or he or she is. Never know. The point of this first lap was just to be patient. Braking here. I managed to catch up with him. I think he braked a little bit too late, I believe. And braking early here, of course. Went a bit wide, wider than I should. Allows the car ahead to create a gap. Our race today comprises of 6 laps. So I've got 6 laps to claim that first title. So for the rest of the race, I will now shush and not talk anymore and let you enjoy all of the action. I'll see you guys at the end of the race. As you can see, I am well into the final lap of this Catalunya Daily Race A with my BMW M6 GT3, and after a few mistakes I was so close to becoming first and overtaking the guy ahead, but unfortunately I made some mistakes myself around lap 4 or lap 5, which meant that the car ahead has managed to create a gap of about 5 seconds. So going to commentate on the end of this race, or the end of this lap rather, and settle for second. The car behind was way too far away at 15 seconds, so I was comfortable kind of where I was right now. Second place is not too bad. Didn't gain, but didn't lose a position either. I thought here I was going to get a penalty for exceeding track limits. Into the final chicanes. Here we are, home straight, home and dry, safe and sound. So as you can see, finished second, which isn't bad. And after wasting time waiting for everyone to hurry up and finish the race, I went onto the podium and celebrated my second place, 20,000 credits, which I believe that has been reduced for some reason. Probably in some sort of patch update. And I saved the replay because why not? Yeah, that's me second in my M6. Hopefully you enjoyed that race. And I will end the video very soon, once I return to the main menu. So there we have it, guys. Thanks very much for joining me along today's video. We started off with some qualifying action, and then we went on to GR4 Dragon Trail Seaside, then GR3 race at the Spanish race of Catalunya. So if you did enjoy it, also I'd like to say that I managed to reach bronze, which means 250,000 credits once the entry period is over. So I'd like to say a massive thank you to everyone watching. I know GT7 doesn't do well on the channel, but nonetheless I like to provide variety. So thanks very much for watching. Please do press like and subscribe, share and comment, and I'll see you guys in another video for the channel. So but without further ado, I'll now open this roulette ticket, see what prize it's going to give me, which is an engine part for use in the tuning shop, which costs 15,000 credits. But there we are, guys. I'll now leave you there. So take care, everyone, and bye bye.